hurricane hit Florida's coast about 9 o'clock last night, and the hardest part hit at Disney World was around 3 o'clock in the morning, 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning. It was really loud, really noisy, and I'm hoping the devastation wasn't too bad. I'm going to drive around and see what kind of damage there is, if any, here in the Disney World property. So please come and explore with me, y'all. So this is the morning after the storm. Hello, y'all. This is Jason with Nash Disney Explorers, and we lived through a hurricane last night. Hurricane Milton went through last night, through the night. We were up all night. Tough to get some sleep during all that wind. But we made it. We're here. I'm going to drive around now and kind of see what's going on around Disney World. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. And I first want to say that my thoughts and prayers go out to those that are affected by this hurricane. We are in the Disney World area, close to Orlando, and there wasn't a whole lot. It was bad, but nothing compared to being on the coast when that thing hit strong. So my thoughts and prayers go out to those that are affected by this. I know this can be devastating and very dangerous, and I hope that everybody was safe. When we were driving here, the Florida-Georgia line, there was a lot of destruction from Helena. It's actually pronounced Helene. You could see trees being just cut in half and uprooted, and all the billboards were completely destroyed, and it was just horrific. My thoughts and prayers go out to those that were affected by that. There were a lot of people that were affected in a very bad way, a lot of deaths, and so these hurricanes are just no joke. They're dangerous. But what is it like being in a hurricane in Disney World? I honestly felt very safe being here. The cast members do a wonderful job, and Disney itself does a wonderful job. I'll share our experience with you as we go. As I drive, I will talk about what we did and how we kind of passed the time as we went along. And you can see all the debris on the road. This is from all the trees. Wow. Lots of debris on the ground. Hopefully I don't pop a tire. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of tree debris everywhere. So we stayed in the Riviera Resort. That's where we stayed. I felt very safe there. They did a really good job. The cast members were amazing. So the security guards, they have nobody securing these things right now. They have all the gate arms up. There's nobody in this security office. So all the resorts right now, which makes me really happy that they don't have any security guards in there, because that scared me that they would actually have to be in that overnight. So thank goodness they're not in there. They were safe, so that makes me real happy. I saw a saying online that said that waiting for a hurricane is like being stalked by a turtle. And that felt so real these last few days, because just waiting for that thing just took forever. And yesterday we couldn't go anywhere. We were just kind of stuck there in the resort. And so what do the resorts do for you? I mean, they actually try to really keep you busy and keep you doing things. You can see there's one tree down over there. So I'm sure we're going to see some knocked down trees throughout this. You see the debris on the road. There's lots of debris. So the Skyliner, they took all the Skyliner cards off there, which makes total sense. There's nothing left on the wire right now, which is really good. When we first got to Disney World, we knew we had a couple days, so we went to the park for a couple days, try to get all 4 parks in. This was my daughter's last fall break before she graduates high school, so we wanted to enjoy a good time with her. And so we were able to go to the parks, have some fun, enjoy our time. The parks weren't extremely busy, busier than I thought they would be before a hurricane, but it is fall break for a lot of people. And so it was fun. We enjoyed it. We were able to get on some rides pretty easy, but places like Magic Kingdom were still as crowded as normal to me. I mean, look at that pole. It's bent. That light pole right there, it's not straight anymore. See how it's bent over to the side? The wind totally damaged that. But once Wednesday morning happened, we weren't able to go anywhere. We kind of just had to sit there in our resort. So we were there at the Riviera, trying to find things to do. So the things that we did is, the very first thing is we did have Topolino's that was open that morning. So we went up to Topolino's, had a breakfast. I think everybody was there because it was really full, really busy. But what a great place to be if you want to feel that Disney feeling when you come to Disney World, because they have the characters there, and the characters were awesome. Oh, thank you. I don't know this for sure if every resort does this, but I know the Riviera had people there in place to set up activities. And so there were activities at night for people to do. They brought out characters in the lobby, you know, especially for those kids. Those kids really appreciate that kind of stuff, to be able to see the characters, interact with the characters. People are just hanging out and just kind of buying their time. We ourselves were in our room most of the time. My wife and daughter were playing board games. And me, myself, I was just really, really sad last night. Watching my last Phillies game because they're about to lose and they're out. Yeah, I curse every team I follow. My Phillies, they lost. They're out. It's so sad. Cleaning crew's already out trying to clean up the mess. They got branches in their trucks, trying to clean up everything before everybody. They got to get Disney World back going again. But then the hurricane started. I mean, those winds came in towards the evening around, I don't know, 9 at 10 o'clock, and it was fierce out there. It was strong. I mean, just look at this. The reason we stayed here is because of my daughter. She works here. She wanted to stay in her apartment because she wanted to protect her cat.
Say hi, Josh. Hey. We're in the hurricane. Here with Ventress. She's scared. She can't be left alone.
We stayed here just in case anything, you know, went wrong and we needed to be here for her. I mean, not a whole lot of people on the roads. It's pretty empty out here. Not a whole lot going on. Got the water, a lot of trees right here. A lot of branches, I should say. Tons of branches that they're trying to clean up right now. But as the storm was hitting, it just, I think what was really cool for us is we had a really good view of the Epcot ball or Spaceship Earth, whatever you want to call it. And just seeing that the whole time through the storm was actually pretty cool. I'm so happy that Disney left those lights on that. I thought for sure they would have them off because it looked like the rest of the park was off other than the beaming lights that were shining into the sky. But because of all the light that was lit up, we were able to see the storm. And we were able to see, you know, the sidewards wind and how the wind was blowing and seeing everything. At about 3 o'clock in the morning I think is when it hit the hardest. According to what I saw, the wind gusts were about 85 miles per hour, Category 1 hurricane by the time it hit this area. I'm not a meteorologist, I don't know that for sure, I'm just going off of what they said, but the winds were very strong and our room was very loud. It's hard to sleep with all this wind blowing. It's a rough night. We have water coming in right here. Water coming in underneath the door. Something's happening funny with the water here. The strongest winds of the hurricane right now. You can hear movement from everywhere. From here, you hear movement from that door for whatever reason, and the fan in there. You hear how strong the wind out there. This fan right here. You can see there's not a whole lot of people out here. It's pretty empty this morning. But luckily, there's not a ton of damage. We don't see a lot of trees on the ground. Just a few. Just a few, not too many. That is a good sign. A good sign for this part. But overall, I was very grateful to wake up and my car was in place. Nothing happened. Just minimal debris from what I can tell. Very, very thankful that this thing passed. My thoughts and prayers go out to anybody that this affected in a negative way, because this is devastating and these hurricanes are just create so much havoc. But for us here in Disney World, we're safe and we're protected. I'm grateful for Disney and all that they do. I'm grateful for the things they put in place to keep us safe and keep us protected. But I really appreciate you watching and I hope to see you on the next video. See y'all. Be safe.